I think the magic is in the connections that we build with all the other community organizations here in San Francisco and in the Bay Area. It's just so valuable to be able to refer families to Homeless Prenatal or to Mission Neighborhood Health Center, or here in the Bayview Southeast Health Center, and to connect with the staff at General Hospital and at CPMC Mission Bernal and Kaiser and Mission Bay. You know, we are one piece of the puzzle, and we talk a lot at SisterWeb about how the doulas are part of the overall support team, and how we can't separate ourselves from, you know, we talk about the medical team, the doula team, the familial support team, but we're all working together in community to support a family during their journey in pregnancy and childbirth. So it's beautiful to be able to connect, to have relationships with those different community partners where I know who to call up and who's going to take my phone call and who can get this client in to get the resources that they need when they need them.
One big aspect of this program is the Champion Dyad Initiative, which works with 5 out of the 6 birthing locations here in San Francisco to set up a bi-directional feedback and basically champion an initiative to bring positive birth experiences to Black, Pacific Islander, and Latinx families and all families of color here in San Francisco.
I would say that the biggest benefit I've seen from the community partnerships is first, the sense of trust that they can have, that we have a direct line with the hospitals that we're working with. And just being able to say to our clients, like, check it out, if something happens, or if you can't get a hold of your doctor, let us know. Or even like that we can directly ask, okay, how are your appointments going with your caretakers? And for it to not just end right there in the conversation, but that there is a feedback process where then we can go and talk to our community partners and give them that feedback and kind of close the gaps for our clients.
SisterWeb gave me not only a community with other doulas, but it also gave me a community like within all of these partnerships. I feel that I'm working with these partners just as much, and sometimes it feels like if not more than I'm working with the other doulas in my organization, with the exception of my cohort. Like just today, I got a call from Homeless Prenatal. My client had asked for me to pick up her care package for her. So it's a very like open form of communication. I know that I can call on either my coordinator for the people that I can speak to get the resources that my client needs. And I also know that they'll reach out to me if there's something that I could do for my client, or if there's something that she needs that they have. And even within the hospitals, we're constantly in communication with each other, and we're constantly giving each other feedback and making sure that our clients, that we're working together in a partnership to make sure that our clients have the best care possible.
And I'd say that the work of having a doula at the Mission Neighborhood Health Center is really great. You know, it's an opportunity for birthing families to get support from a doula without having a doula, because doulas, especially Spanish-speaking doulas, you know, we need more of us. And so with this role, the families have been able to get support for preparation for their labor, and you know, support with the postpartum. And my time there, you know, we've been able to get donations for a pantry. So we do a pantry every Monday, and we also get donations for diapers, and we get wipes. And so, you know, especially with COVID right now, a lot of outreach and community events we've had to become really creative with the way that we connect with families. And so I really enjoy supporting the pantry. It's a way that I get to see like the family's faces, and I get to give them information, and they also get to go home with some food and some diapers. And I think that's a really great part to, as a great resource that the clinic is able to offer birthing families.
See Helena at work. She worked for Safe and Sound. She was able to help one of our clients with some transportation to the hospital one of our clients didn't have the means to get her and her baby to her doctor's appointment. I was able to take her as a client and bring her on, and she was able to make sure that our client was able to get to and from her doctor's appointment, and she was able to provide her with gift cards. So if she needed stuff like for the baby.
I'd also like to thank General Hospital for our partnership. We've been able to connect and answer questions, especially during COVID, that our clients really needed some guidance on. So we appreciate all of the inclusion that you've showed us. So thank you.
A ver, ahí voy. What I do makes me feel proud. I'm proud to serve the families I'm proud to serve immigrant families. I'm proud to serve Latinx families. I'm proud to be working in a community when so many of our community members feel pressure to leave that community, or to be ashamed of their community, or to feel like there's something wrong with our culture and our traditions and our language. We at Semilla Sagrada reject that notion wholeheartedly, and to the contrary, we believe that our strength, we believe that our strength comes from our tradition and comes from our culture and comes from celebrating our roots and the practices that we inherited from our tías and our abuelas and our bisabuelas and the parteras tradicionales de Latinoamérica. It makes me proud to be in my community and be serving the families that we serve.
What I do makes me feel proud. It makes me feel happy. It just makes me feel really good to like be a support to my community. Like, Black women don't get a lot of support, and like we are probably like the least taken care of people in the whole ecosystem of people. So it feels good to be able to come alongside Black women and be a help.
Makes me feel connected. It makes me feel connected to all the families that we serve and support. We continue a relationship with them, years after the birth.
What I do makes me feel happy because I feel like I'm actually making an impact in, the Pacific Islander community through birth work. And I feel like I'm helping, Pacific Islanders in San Francisco build their foundation for their kids and for the future. And I feel like this is the type of radical work that, is going to ensure that our Black and Pacific Islander families can, survive out here and, not be displaced, not, have these horrible birth outcomes.
It makes me feel fulfilled.
It makes me feel fulfilled. It feels so amazing to know that we are directly impacting people's experiences, that we're providing care. It feels so good to connect with our community members and see them feeling empowered, see them becoming more knowledgeable about their own bodies, about their own experiences. And, I always just grew up in a family where it was all about how we can help somebody else, how we can support somebody else. So I feel just extremely fulfilled and humbled by this work.
Makes me feel like a natural woman.